Welcome back, everyone, to the deep dive. We've got quite the pile of developments from WWE Friday Night SmackDown, number 1369 from the SAP Center. It was quite a night.
It really was.
Yeah.
Especially coming off that huge shock on Monday Night Raw, with Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed turning on Seth Rollins.
Right. That just sent shockwaves, didn't it?
Yeah.
So the whole power dynamic feels, up in the air.
Absolutely. So our mission, I think, is clear. We need to unpack all this, not just recap, but really analyze the implications. The title pictures, the faction stuff heating up, get you the key takeaway.
Okay, let's dive in. So the show kicks off, and general manager Nick Aldis is right out there, addressing the title situation.
Straight away, he announced that the planned match, Drew McIntyre versus Jacob Fatu.
Yeah.
That's now officially a #1 contenders match
Right.
for Cody's undisputed WWE Championship.
Okay, raising the stakes immediately. Smart move after the Raw chaos, probably needed to stabilize things.
Exactly. And then Cody Rhodes came out, the
Yeah.
champion. He talked about losing to Seth Rollins at Crown Jewel for that World Heavyweight title.
And he dropped that line, didn't he? Hoping it was their final encounter.
He did, which, in wrestling,
Yeah, usually means the opposite, right?
pretty much. But it signals his focus is shifting. He said he's ready for whoever wins, Fatu or McIntyre.
And the sources mentioned something specific here, didn't they? About the crowd.
Oh, yeah. Big time. When Cody mentioned Jacob Fatu's name, the place apparently went nuts. Super loud reaction, especially being Fatu's hometown.
That's interesting. That's data creative has to be looking at, surely. Huge potential face momentum there.
Definitely. And we saw Fatu backstage later, all confidence.
Yeah.
Told Cody he'd beat McIntyre and come for the title.
So you have this hot act in Fatu, but McIntyre is the established threat. How do you balance that?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? And I think how the main event played out, or didn't play out, gives us a clue. They needed a way to handle Fatu's momentum carefully. We'll get back to that.
Before we got to any title matches, though, more backstage stuff. With Solo Sikoa's group, MFT.
Yeah, MFT, they're just everywhere, running things. They interrupted Rey Fenix doing a photo shoot.
And Phoenix, he didn't really engage, just wasn't interested in their demands.
And that was enough. They just attacked him, brutally. Left him needing medical help.
Wow. So it's not just about being strong, it's about demanding respect, showing they control the whole environment.
Exactly. It sets a really dark tone,
Right.
which kind of carried into the first match, actually. The WWE Women's Tag Titles.
Right. Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss defending against Sol Ruca and Zarya.
And the champs retained. Flair got the figure 8 lock on Sol Ruca for the submission. Standard defense, mostly.
But there was a catch, wasn't there? Someone at ringside?
Blake Monroe, who's facing Ruca for the NXT North American title at Halloween Havoc.
Okay, so NXT crossover implication.
Big time. Monroe was right there watching. And the key detail, she actively distracted Sol Ruca right at the end.
So the distraction directly led to Ruca losing the match.
Pretty much. So Monroe gets this huge mental victory over Ruca without even touching her. Shows she can get in her head. That adds a whole new layer to their NXT match. It's psychological warfare now.
All right, let's switch to the U.S. title. We had that follow-up on Aleister Black and Zelina Vega confirming their plan worked against Damian Priest last week.
Yeah, quick promo setting that up.
Yeah.
But then Sami Zayn comes out for his U.S. Open Challenge.
And Shinsuke Nakamura answers.
But MFT hits the scene again, attacked both of them before the bell could even ring. Just chaos.
So that's the second MFT interference already.
Right, and that's why Aldis apparently didn't want Sami on the card initially. He told Sami backstage the security risk with MFT lurking was too high. Plus, Nakamura deserved a proper rematch, but he was off in Japan.
But Sami wasn't having it, was he? Insisted on defending the title's prestige, danger or not.
Exactly. Proper fighting champion attitude. And interestingly, The Miz was in Aldis's office during this whole exchange. Just listening, gritting.
Ooh, okay. So you think Miz is going to answer the challenge now?
Well, he tried. Miz came out when the Open Challenge officially started again, but before he could really say anything.
Let me guess. Carmelo Hayes?
You got it. Carmelo Hayes storms out, attacks Miz. They brawl backstage. Miz taken out of the picture.
Man, so much going on. So who does answer the challenge then?
This was the big shocker. The music hits, and it's Ilja Dragunov.
No way. Dragunov's back after that long injury.
He's back.
Yeah.
And he wants the U.S. title. They had an absolute war of a match. Really intense.
Yeah.
And Dragunov wins, hits the H-bomb, gets the pin. New United States champion.
Wow. Title change. Dragunov. That's huge.
It is huge, but we need to look at how he won. Solo Sikoa interfered again. Distracted Sami right at the critical moment.
Ah, okay. So not a clean win for Dragunov's big return.
Nope. And that's clever, isn't it? Dragunov gets the title. Huge moment for him. Sami Zayn is protected, doesn't lose clean to someone just returning, and MFT.
They look like the ones pulling all the strings, deciding who wins and loses even without being in the match.
Exactly. They are the ultimate power brokers right now.
So Dragunov wins the title. Big emotional moment.
And it lasts about 5 seconds.
Yeah.
MFT immediately swarms the ring, attacks Dragunov, the new champ, and Sami Zayn, the former champ.
It's taking out everyone involved.
Total domination.
Yeah.
And Ray Phoenix runs down, trying to get some payback for earlier.
Yeah. How good.
Overwhelmed. MFT just has the numbers. They took him out, too. It was a statement.
And then Sikoa gets on the mic.
Yeah. Makes this big declaration.
Yeah.
Says MFT runs SmackDown now. Says he's doing it all to restore glory for his family. Just claiming ownership.
Powerful stuff. But then something else happened.
Yeah. This was the moment the lights go out, that creepy Uncle Howdy video plays.
Dallas.
And then, outside the ring, the Wyatt Sicks appear.
Whoa. Okay. So MFT's grounded, brutal reality versus whatever the Wyatt Sicks are. Supernatural horror.
That's exactly the class. It was incredible. MFT representing like this mob control. The Wyatts representing something else entirely. A nightmare.
And they just stared each other down.
Intense stare down.
Yeah.
You could feel the tension. Eventually, Solo calls MFT back. Smart move, probably. Save that fight for later. But man, that looming war between MFT and the Wyatt Sicks, that's the biggest story now. Easily.
Yeah. Okay, let's catch our breath. There were other things setting up future matches too, right? Women's division stuff.
Yep. Quick follow-up from Crown Jewel, where Stephanie Vacker beat Tiffany Stratton. Stratton was interviewed, talking about her strong year despite the loss.
And Kiana James showed up.
She did. And she specifically said she only offered her, management services to Vacker, the champion. Kind of a direct snub to Tiffany.
Ouch, so Tiffany.
Took the bait. Demanded a match against James for next week. James accepted. So that sets up James trying to climb the ladder, position herself near the champ.
Makes sense. And what about the men's tag teams?
Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin had a match celebrating their 1-year anniversary.
Oh, nice. Against who?
Los Garza. MCMG got the win with the Skull and Bones. Looks sharp.
Okay. Establishing them as top dogs.
Right. And Fraxium were shown watching, seemingly impressed. But then they got interrupted.
By who?
Hashtag DIY, Gargano, Ciampa, LeRae. They came out, kind of criticized the whole division, said it lacked spark. Then they got personal with Axiom, basically called him scared.
Ah, the veteran disrespect angle.
Classic stuff. And Axiom fired up, challenged hashtag DIY right then and there. So now you've got maybe MCMG and Fraxium, the technical teams, versus the established attitude of hashtag DIY. Could really shake up the tag scene.
All right, finally back to the main event, the #1 contenders match. McIntyre versus Fatu.
Yeah, Fatu's music hits, but he doesn't come out. Camera's cut backstage.
What happened?
It was bad. Fatu was down, injured, bleeding from the mouth, buried under a pile of seal pipes, medical staff rushing in.
Oh, man. So he was attacked, taken out before the match?
Looks that way. Neutralized. In his hometown, no less.
And McIntyre.
Comes out looking. All smug. Big grin on his face. Demands the ref just raise his arm, declare him the winner by default. The new challenger.
Did Aldis buy it?
Aldis came out, looked furious, warned McIntyre straight up if he was responsible, there'd be serious consequences. McIntyre denied everything, of course.
But the suspicion is all on him, right? He benefits the most.
Absolutely. And that's when Cody Rhodes storms out, the champion. And he is livid.
Understandably. Seeing McIntyre potentially pull this again.
Exactly. Cody just rips off his suit coat, gets right in McIntyre's face, challenges him to a fight right there. Yeah. Not even a match, just a brawl. Looked like he was so mad he put the title on the line just to get his hands on Drew.
So it just broke down.
Completely. They started brawling through the crowd, eventually ended up back in the ring. An official actually started a match mid-brawl. Cody still in his suit, Drew in his gear.
The title on the line.
Total confusion. Yeah. Commentators had no idea. That ambiguity felt deliberate. Keep things unpredictable.
So how did this impromptu match end?
Abruptly. Drew McIntyre actually wins via disqualification.
DQ.
Cody lost it. Just snapped from the frustration, I think.
Yeah.
Hit McIntyre with the championship belt.
Wow. The champion uses the belt as a weapon and gets disqualified.
Yeah. Cody's rage cost him the win, such as it was, and then he tried to put McIntyre through the announce table with a crossroads.
But officials stopped him.
Yeah, tons of officials flooded the ring, pulled them apart, show ended with them still trying to get at each other. Just pure chaos. But a DQ finish definitely sets up the next chapter. Hashtag taghead outro. Okay, so let's try and nail down the big takeaways for you. First, that U.S. title change. Dragunov is back, which is huge, but the real story is MFT's influence. They decide outcomes now.
Right. They're the puppet masters.
Second, Cody and McIntyre. It's gone past rivalry now. It's personal, it's violent. Cody using the belt like that guarantees this isn't over. Not by long shot.
And third,
that stare down. MFT versus the Wyatt Sicks. That is the powder keg. That's the big overarching conflict that's going to drive SmackDown forward. You feel it.
okay, so here's a final thought for you to chew on. Cody lost via DQ because he used the title belt as a weapon against the guy who is now technically the #1 contender. Does that force Nick Aldis to make an official title match, maybe with some kind of no DQ stipulation to contain these two? And maybe even more intriguing, if McIntyre didn't attack Fatu, who did? Who else benefits from taking out that rising Samoan star? Lots to think about. We hope this deep dive gave you that quick knowledge boost you needed. If you found this useful, please do us a favor. Go ahead and like this deep dive, make sure you subscribe to the show so you don't miss our future analysis, and definitely let us know what you think by commenting below.
Yeah, we love hearing your theories too.
Absolutely. We'll catch you on the next deep dive.